Hello, my name is Fritz and welcome to this second part of this tutorial titled Parts of a Circle. In 023, parts of the circle, we discussed radii, the radius, and the circumference. In this other part, we are going to continue with a chord. And a chord is the line that touches 2 points on the circumference. For example, let's call this chord PQ. And in this particular case, when the chord passes through the center of the circle, the name changes from the normal chord that we know, and this type of special chord is called a diameter. For example, we have the diameter PQ that passes now through the center of the circle. And equally, the next thing we're talking about is an arc. And an arc is a portion of the circumference, like a subset of the circumference. And when you look at the circumference, the arc that occupies a smaller portion is called the minor arc. So the smaller arc is called the minor arc, while the bigger one is called the major arc. And going further, we will have to equally talk about a segment. And a segment is a portion of a circle bounded by an arc and a chord. It's a portion of a circle bounded by an arc and a chord. For example, we have this particular segment here, and the smaller portion is called the minor segment, and the major one is the major segment. Note that if the chord passes through the center of the circle, it divides the circle into two, and in that case, we will talk about a semicircle. Two semicircles make a complete circle. Alright, so we've seen the major and the minor segments, and we'll now move on to what we call a sector. And a sector is any portion bounded by two radii and an arc. So for us to have a sector, we have to have two radii and an arc bounding that particular region. Finally, the last part of the tutorial, we'll be looking at a tangent. And we define a tangent as any line that touches the circumference at one and only one point. For example, we have the tangent PT in this particular case. And note, the radius and the tangent are always at right angles. They are perpendicular or form an angle of 90 degrees. Some people will say they are normal. As you can see, the angle indicated there shows that the radius and the tangent are at right angles for any of these type of circles. Don't forget to subscribe, and in the next tutorial I'll be looking at midpoints, gradients, and equations of lines. Bye bye.